be like really good at cricket, but I just never am gonna know that.
I think you would know if you would be good at cricket.
I don't even know how to play cricket.
Wait, hang on.
Like
When
cricket the game.
Okay.
What did you think I was talking about?
Like the cricket machine.
Oh no, I'm terrible
The
at that
cutter
thing.
thing.
I hate that.
I know.
thing.
That's why I was surprised because I was like,
I absolutely hate that. Like
you're really bad at it.
it's terrible. It's a terrible design.
I mean,
Not the
it
machine-
has room for improvement.
Not the machine itself necessarily, but the software.
The
is
software, yeah,
garbage.
it is bad.
It is awful. Like I don't know. Like it's designed so poorly, such a bad user experience, and I'm just like,
I don't understand cricket the game,
I don't know how to play it at all.
but I've only ever watched it in Bluey.
I could watch it anywhere and still won't understand the rules.
Yeah.
But like it's huge. It's a massive sport, but like I don't know anything about it. I know like a wicked googly because of an old Seinfeld commercial.
I don't know that. That sounds made up.
Sticky wicket.
That sounds like
These are awesome terms. No,
Wicket, the Ewok got covered in syrup.
Well, it could be, and it also could be a term used in cricket. But I would never know I'm good at this game because I'm just like, I'm not going to play that. What if I was like amazing and I'm just like, I'm not.
I think you're past your prime when it comes to athleticism.
I don't know. Cricket doesn't look like that much to me. I don't know what they do.
I feel like it probably gets hurt when you get hit with those balls.
You know, I always think of cricket when I think of that scene from the first Ninja Turtles when like Casey Jones pulls out the cricket bag and he's like, cricket. He's like, cricket, you gotta know what a crumpet is to talk about cricket. And then just like hits him with the cricket thing and like Raphael goes flying.
You know,
That's what I think about with cricket.
been so long since I have seen that movie.
How do you not know everything
I
about that
don't
movie?
just
I saw that movie
recall it.
so much. It is so good.
Which is the one with the castle and the girl and the
what?
dress?
What? Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Was it 2 or 3?
In the castle?
It-
Oh, you're talking about Turtles in Time. I've never even seen that one.
Oh, okay.
That's probably that one.
For a minute there, I thought maybe I'm mixing up like the Three Musketeers with the Ninja Turtles.
Fact check us on that one. I don't know if she's right or wrong, but I was like, it's not Secret of the Ooze. There's no castle in this. And then the fourth one was the animated one. Oh, it's so good. I need to see Turtles in Time. I never saw it. Maybe it's like good now. It got like terrible reviews at the time, but like I was like, I don't care about this one.
Yeah, I'm looking up Turtles in Time or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I'm talking about.
When that movie
But I feel like
came
there's
out-
like a love story with the turtle and one of them, and it's just kind of like weird because they're turtles.
Yeah, they're turtles. Man.
Getting a little Howard the Duck there, you know.
You know how big that movie, like the first one was when it came out? I
watched these a lot.
I was so excited and not disappointed. I was just like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And they went like on tour, like they're coming out of our shell tour, and they would go around in like arenas and perform. And I was like, I want to go to this. And they had like an album out, and they're like, we're coming out of our shells. It was like crazy, like pandemonium for this movie. And it was like a slam dunk for New Line because like no one wanted to make this movie. And they're like, no one's going to watch this movie. And it like was huge. It was so good. I love the second one. Tokar and Razar, forget about it, man.
I mean,
Super
I
Shredder.
remember we watched all three of them quite a bit.
Like
growing
Super
up.
Shredder made no sense when he took the ooze. Like all his like metal got bigger, and like I was like, why would those get bigger?
Yeah, but you know, on the movie
Didn't
note,
matter.
On the movie note, I discovered last week that the Lizzie McGuire movie came out to theaters. It was a theatrical release,
Not a decom.
not a decom. So I think I might have seen that in theaters. I know I saw it while I was still in high school. So maybe we took my...
Was it a banger?
I mean, I love the Liz McGuire movie.
Do you think it's gonna hold up?
Oh,
No.
I already know it holds up for me.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I watched it like a year or two ago.
You're like, I watched it last week. Watched it on a plane. I'm like, what plane? You're like, when
Plane I
was stuck.
didn't take.
Plane I didn't take. Anyways, the champagne's been popped. The wine is flowing. You know where we're going. We're going on a backlot tour. I'm your tour guide, Captain Zach. With me always is Beans.
Or Janna.
Janna? No, Beans. Tell them what we're talking about. I never call you Janna.
We are talking about my recent trip to Universal. So I literally just got back yesterday, and this is going to be a few parts.
Yeah, there's a lot
you
of
know.
stuff to talk about. There's a lot to unpack here.
Stay at 2 different resorts, went to Epic, went to Volcano Bay Nights, and the other 2 parks.
Not just unpacking this episode, all of your clothing needs to be unpacked.
My clothing is unpacked. Have you not been in the bedroom?
No, you actually put stuff away?
It's all away.
Is your suitcase away too?
My suitcases are away.
This is a first, ladies and gentlemen. This has never happened in the history of anything.
It's because I pack so lightly, and I just, yeah.
We're going to get into, what are we getting into?
So we're talking about Cabana Bay Resort. Cabana Bay Beach Resort.
Cabana Bay Beach Resort.
Okay, so.
Hit me with it.
I stayed there.
And that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Good night.
So Cabana Bay, I was there for 2 nights. First night by myself. Second night, my friend Lily joined me, and Lily was with me pretty much the whole trip. Just not that first night because she was on a cruise and it didn't get off till Sunday. So then she came over and met me. And so we were at Cabana Bay for 2 nights.
Well, tell them a little lead up that you had an awful travel experience.
Awful travel day.
Which led to an upgrade.
Kind of. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole upgrade thing. That's important. Okay. So my flight was supposed to leave 10:30 a.m. Saturday morning. And so, I get up at 6 a.m. to get ready because, we're about an hour from the airport. You don't know what the TSA situation's like right now. So
doesn't matter where you live in Georgia. You're always an hour away from that thing. You
could literally live a mile from the airport and it still takes you an hour to get there.
It is the busiest airport in the whole world. So I think still.
It is. So anyways.
I love our airport though.
I get out of the shower. I'm getting ready and I get a text on my phone from Delta that says your flight's been delayed 123 minutes. And I'm just like, well.
That's very specific.
Yeah, it's very specific.
123.
Well,
you want to say 2 hours?
I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't have to rush getting ready now or anything like that. And at least I'm here.
At least you woke me up early.
And at least I woke up early.
Yeah.
I could have slept an extra 2 hours. But anyway, so it's you know what? I still want to get there early because the parks were closing a little bit earlier on Saturday, 6 and 7 p.m. And I had already made dinner reservations at Confisto Grill at 6:30 to get gluten-free pad thai. I had bought a movie ticket for the theater there at City Walk to see The Devil Wears Prada at 8 p.m. And
it was a me day.
It was a me day. It was just going to be I'm alone. I'm going to enjoy myself, And so then that delay happens and it's just okay, well, I'll still get there just later than expected. I'm going to try to get on this earlier flight. So it was already sold out. I booked the standby. So I get there early enough for that flight. So my luggage goes with that flight, the earlier one, because I 2 check bags. Luggage goes with that since, if I were to get on that flight, they want my luggage to be there when I get there. So I'm not just sitting at the airport waiting on my luggage. Didn't make that flight. There was no room. So Spirit closed down at midnight that day. So, and can't get mad at Delta about it or anything. They were essentially prioritizing Spirit employees for standby and everything to help get them home, because a lot of these flight attendants and pilots, they just got stranded, overnight. So love that Delta did that for them. But anyways, get there, get on my flight. I fly Comfort Plus. Okay. So I like the extra room. I'm very claustrophobic. I have a lot of anxiety. So I booked that for myself so that I can, be more towards the front of the plane. I can have a little more leg room and it just helps my nerves, So I do that for myself. That also means you get to get on the plane a little bit earlier, So I get on the plane. I'm in zone 3 for boarding. Get on, get my spot. And about halfway through boarding, the pilot comes on to say that there's a ground stop in Orlando for weather. And I'm just kind of okay, well, that sucks. And they stop boarding. They're like, if you're on the plane, you can't get off the plane, but we're not going to have anybody else get on the plane. And I talk to a flight attendant, look, I'm pretty claustrophobic and I have a lot of flight anxiety. Would it be okay if I get off the plane? And she was like, yeah, that's sure. You just need to let the gate agent know. It's yeah, okay, sure. Do that. Get off the plane. Let the gate agent know. So she marks me as not being on the plane. And I go and sit. And then about 15, 20 minutes later, the entire plane, it deplanes.
You're a tastemaker.
Yeah, really. And a guy comes and sits next to me who is on the plane, and we start chatting and everything. Well, I heard him on this phone talking to someone saying like, yeah, the pilot said like there's ground stop till 1:30. And it's like 12:15ish at this point. And when he gets off the phone, I was like, I'm sorry, did you say that the pilot said like there's a 1:30 ground stop? Like I got off before he said that because, you know, originally it's like the ground stop's just going to be a little bit. And he was just like, yeah, they said like 1:30. And I was just like, oh, okay, you know, fine, whatever. They start boarding the plane again at 1:30 because the ground stop is lifted. They get everybody on, they close the door, and then immediately the pilot comes on again and it's just like, there's another ground stop. We'll have an update in about 10, 15 minutes. And 20 minutes goes by. I'm slowly freaking out. And he's like...
like a vibe of like that episode of 30 Rock where she's dating Matt Damon, who's like the pilot. And he keeps saying like, it's going to be another 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, that's just what we say. Is that we always say that. And like, she was like, they just say that. And like everyone like revolts. And like it was like a standoff between them. That's all I'm picturing in my head. You're like, they're just saying 10 more minutes.
And well, he comes back on and he's like, there's a ground stop for another 40 minutes. We are not going to deplane since we've already done that, but we are going to bring the jetway back and just have the gate, the door of the plane open. You know, I get up and Gertrude's like, do you mind if I just like stand here next to the door, you know, to just feel like I have some space? And I had already talked to her about, you know, like I'm pretty claustrophobic and flight anxiety, etc. And she was like, yeah, sure. And, you know, like we're just chatting for a few minutes. I'm just pacing, freaking out in my head, but trying to keep it together. And
doing great.
Yeah, doing absolutely great. And the flight attendant, I asked her, I was just like, so let me ask, like, if there is, like, how long will you guys keep people on the plane during a ground stop? You know, before you're just like, okay, we need to deplane them.
15 hours.
And she was like, we've already deplaned once. She was like, once the door is closed, it's a minimum 3 hours. And my head just exploded. And I go back to my seat. I start freaking out, like, and crying. And
I swear I thought you were going to end up on someone's video of like some girl going crazy on a plane.
Yeah, I wasn't sobbing. I was like keeping it together, just like crying and everything. You know, I go back to the flight attendant. I'm just like, look, I'm sorry. I'm really freaking out. Can I just, I do not want to be on this plane any longer. Like I have no interest in flying
Final destination
anymore. And
there's no any phalanges on this plane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, if you've ever had a panic attack, it seems like the only thing that could possibly happen is death. Like that is the only thing.
Obviously that was going to happen.
Well, no, you cannot think logically in this situation. You know, when you're having a panic attack, it is like, I am going to die. I am going to just rot or die on this plane or something. I don't know. Like everybody forgets about you and everybody just starves to death. I don't know. It's all.
They've got plenty of chips.
Panic attacks, not that I can eat. They save those for first class. I was not first
sun
class.
Chips. They always have sun chips.
Which are not gluten free. But I digress.
I feel like those are kind of like not a thing anymore, but they're Delta bottom.
I asked her, I was just like, is there any way I can please get off the plane? Like, I'm not interested in getting back on the plane. I'm not interested in taking this flight. And she was like, there are no more gate agents. She was like, there are some redcoats out here, but they can't do anything.
British?
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think is like lobster backs. But she was like, let me just talk to the pilot real quick and see what we can do. And so she talked to the pilot. The pilot was just like, yeah, we'll get a gate agent back so you can get off the plane. And I was like, okay, you know, thank you so much. And me and one other person actually exited, and you know, they took us off the flight. The gate agent like rebooked me for the next day, which, you know, obviously canceled that because I didn't do it. And
I didn't do it.
Yeah. So I just went and got my car and I drove down to Orlando.
Baller move.
You know, okay, but
you only got there 4 hours after the flight landed.
Yeah, and I would have gotten there quicker, but, you know, I stopped in Tifton to see my sister, and we got caught up for probably like 30, 40 minutes. And then, you know, I had to stop again later for food and gas.
Now you're not Ubering everywhere.
Yeah. Or paying for parking at the airport. Instead, I paid for parking at the hotel.
And you got more SUVs, I feel like.
I probably did. But yeah, so I didn't get there. I still had to go by MCO to get my luggage. So when I got to Orlando, I still had to go to the airport there to pick up my luggage, which was just sitting out next to the carousel it had arrived on, which was...
This is R2-D2 luggage. Someone could have taken that bad boy.
And a Mickey suitcase. So it was... That was nice. So I didn't have to wait in some... Because there were so many people there because of all the flight delays that were happening from the weather. So I was very glad that it was just sitting there and I could just grab it and go. And I didn't get to the hotel probably until about 11:30, 11:45, Cabana Bay Beach. All right. And now this is where it all begins.
That was a long segue.
Well, I just had to explain things.
There's a lot of explaining. It was like a planes, trains, and automobiles situation.
It was. And you know what? The friend I made on the flight, he messaged me around 5:30ish to be like, we're just now taking off. So this flight that was supposed to leave at 10:30 in the morning did not take off until 5:30.
Yeah, I think it said like a 7-hour delay or something close to that. So
yeah, so like I definitely think I made the right decision, even though I still arrived after the plane would have landed. But to have been on that plane for that long, I would have just died.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Or rotted, apparently.
Yes. I would have had a heart attack and died. That is the only explanation.
Gym teacher from Mean Girls now. You will get syphilis and you will die.
Yes, it always ends and die.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so you get to the hotel finally.
At the hotel, there is an extremely long line to check in, which I did the online check-in, but there was nobody at the online check-in desk. So I get in this line and it's actually moving pretty quickly because they've got multiple front desk people up there. And I get up there and there is this wonderful, sweet girl named Catherine. And I woke up and, just like, hi, how are you? All this stuff. And she's like, I love your hair. And I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you. That's really great to hear. Like, I have had such a rough travel day. I just feel so gross right now. So thank you. And she was just like, oh no, like what happened? And I gave her like a whole spiel of like the flight getting delayed and driving all the way, still had to go by the airport, yada, yada, yada. And she was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. She was like, oh, I'm glad you're here now. I was like, yeah, me too. And she was like, okay, let me get you checked in. Give me just 1 minute. And she like walked away from the desk and for like a couple minutes came back and she was like, I've got these 2 drink vouchers for you. You can use them like over at one of the bars or you can use them at Starbucks, but just because you've had like such a rough day, like just, here you go. And it's like, oh, thank you. It's like that. It was so sweet. Like she didn't have to do any of that, I would have been fine with the hair compliment.
You're like, you made my year.
And then she was just like, yep. And we do have a complimentary upgrade for you to a family suite. So we had originally booked just a standard room and they upgraded us to an interior family suite. And that was really nice. Yeah.
Well, let's get into this hotel because I don't think you liked it.
Okay. So this hotel... Back last year, when I did our travel agency's agent education program at Universal, we toured 3 resorts, and this is one of the resorts that we toured. And I just like fell in love with it on that tour. It is very 60s retro themed. And, I love anything 60s. Anything 50s, 60s.
It was like Shag made this.
Yes, it does. And I'm just like all about that. And
Scooter.
I just loved it. So I was very excited to be staying here. And it is a very cute, beautifully themed resort. And again, all the staff there is just so pleasant and wonderful. The rooms were actually pretty nice, Well, one little touch that I loved, the bar soap that they put in the room was Zest. And the hair, like shampoo and conditioner, VO5.
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
But it just matches the theming, for like
VO5?
60s. VO5?
Zest?
Yeah, and Zest.
Is Zest like a 60s one?
It was more popular back then. And don't you remember the commercials when we were kids?
You're Zestfully clean.
Yeah, you're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
We need jingles. Maybe that's when like everything went to hell. Mm-hmm. We just need to bring that back like...
I will say the VO5 made my hair feel like straw. So...
Solid.
It's not the same VO5 we used when we were kids.
Like the 60s.
But yeah, so the room was nice. It was big. It would be a great, again, it's a family suite. So there were like 2 queen beds, there was like a divider, and then a living area on the other side with a kitchenette, and in the living area was like a pull-out queen size sofa. And then I had the bathroom. One
So
thing
there's 3 queen beds in this room?
yeah, so
that's
you
a
could
lot.
sleep up to 6. Yeah.
I don't want 6 people in the room, though.
Well, it's just a family suite, so it's like it works for
Yeah.
larger families. And one thing I loved about the bathroom too is that the shower and the toilet were separate,
So you don't have to poop in the shower.
Exactly. No. So
Sorry, people. You
so
can't poop in
one
the
person
shower.
can be using the toilet and another person can be using the shower at the same time.
Poop.
Yeah. The resort it's a value. Okay, it's called a Value Inns and Suites. That is the category by Universal. And so comparable, would be the value resorts at Disney, like the All Stars, Pop Century, Art of Animation. So it is.
Is this the only value one?
No, there's a Dockside Inn and Suites.
Dockside Bars.
No. And
It's a reference lost on you.
Oh.
Someone will get it.
I think it's Summerside Inn and Suites, yeah. And those are like the 3 values there. Yeah, the resort was nice. The food was good. Oh, they had Belgian gluten-free waffles with strawberry compote. Is it compote? Compote?
I don't know. Say it both ways so we're not wrong.
Strawberry sauce.
Compote. We're like, oh crap, we're wrong. I
Okay.
think it's compote, but
Compote?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Compo.
I know. And whipped cream. And that was amazing. And also, okay, I forgot that Universal does this. When you order a side of bacon, they give you like 15 pieces of bacon.
It's a lot of bacon.
It was too much for me
I
to
don't
eat.
want all that. I don't want that. Give me like 3.
It was delicious.
Give me like 3 or 4 and I'm fine.
And it's not those scrawny little pieces like Disney has.
Oh, yeah, Disney's are like, although sometimes Disney gives you like a ton too, though. So they must have a deal going on for bacon. It's a lot.
Okay, but Universal has been consistently a ton.
Yeah.
Right. Disney's splotchy with that sometimes.
Yeah, it depends who you get. They're like, I'm going to give you bacon. And sometimes like, I'm going to give you like 1. And it's not going to be a good one.
Yeah. So, okay. So again, I drove. So I parked. And
good for you.
When I was getting out of my car and like walking in with my bags and everything, I passed this guy while I'm going to the gate to go through the gate to then use the elevator. And he's just like out there smoking weed. And it's just, I don't know, it's such a terrible smell. And that, I don't know, that kind of set the tone a little bit.
You're like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah, weed's just gross. And I go through, get into the elevator, and like the whole hall reeked of weed.
It's like, dude, just do an edible. Come on.
Like,
don't make everyone else smell it.
Well, so it reeked of weed because of him. Not saying it went all that way up and everything, but like the next morning I saw him walking on my floor. So it's just like, you were the reason.
Stinky Pete.
He is Stinky Pete. So
I think the flight set the tone for you to have anxiety this whole time.
It really did.
Because every time I talked to you, you were just like anxiety. You didn't ride any rides the first day.
Yeah, but that's a different episode. So
how's the gift shop at this place?
Amazing.
What do they got?
Everything.
Doesn't mean anything to me. What's everything? Can I get Jaws socks?
Yes.
I can?
Yeah, they literally had Jaws socks.
Oh. I thought I was going to throw you off on that one. Can I get Jurassic Park tie?
Yeah.
No.
Zach, I'm not messing around.
That's like literally something I could get there?
I know I saw a Jurassic Park tie.
Oh, this is wild.
I don't know if it's necessarily that shop or a different one, but yeah.
Back to the Future underwear.
I did not see that, but I did see other themed underwear.
Themed underwear? What was the themed underwear?
I don't know, like 6-pack because you forgot yours or crapped yourself every day. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. One thing too about the resort is the way it's set up. So they have interior rooms and they have exterior entry rooms.
Tell us about it, Maddie.
So I was in an interior entry room, thank God. So that means, you have to like have a key card to go inside the building essentially, and you enter your room from the inside of the building. Exterior, obviously it's kind of like a motel, or the values at Disney and moderates at Disney where you just, where you enter your room from the outside of the building.
Like a motel.
That's exactly what I said.
I didn't hear you.
And they're separated. One side of the property, like you exit through the diner, and that's the interior entry side. And then the other side, you exit through the lobby, and that's the exterior entry side. And then they both have their own pool areas. And like one is like fun water slide and stuff, and the other one's like lazy river and pools. So it honestly is like a really great place for like families and teens. It's just, I'm bougie. So I don't think it's the resort for me. It is nice because there is a walkway from Cabana Bay to Volcano Bay. So, that is like
is it the closest thing to there?
Yeah, it is.
How far is it from the parks from that one?
Oh, it's like a 5-minute drive.
Okay, so
on a bus.
You can't walk though.
They do actually have walkways. I mean, you have to cross
it's like
highways.
a mile though, right?
But yeah, it would take about 15-20 minutes to walk.
In the Florida heat across the highway?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. So
you don't have to play Frogger. There's like a walkway or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there might be like a pedestrian crosswalk over. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take it because I'm not walking when I can just take this bus.
Yeah.
Okay. Very quickly.
So it's close. Everything in Universal, I feel like most of the hotels are pretty close to there. Like it's not like Disney where it's like Animal Kingdom.
We'll get to that.
Oh.
On another episode.
For the next time, folks.
Again, it was a good resort. It was clean. The rooms were nice. The staff were nice. The food options were really good. This one actually has like a full service Starbucks, like an actual Starbucks. Most of the other resorts are, like the We Proudly Brew Starbucks coffee shops.
That's not real.
Yeah. So that was nice. It had quite a few bars. It even had a little ice cream shop that had gluten-free cones.
Well, that's a rarity.
It's such a rarity. So,
it's
and
so
they've
rare.
got like a bunch of different soft serve flavors too.
More than chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry?
Yeah.
What other, like banana?
Yeah.
Lemon?
They had a lot of them.
Sherbet?
So, again, like after Lily and I went to Volcano Bay, we came walking back after Volcano Bay nights, like 11 o'clock at night, and through the resort and everything. Because I had booked us here for September. Because I got like a really great travel agent rate. Thought it'd be a great resort for the kids with the pool options and Volcano Bay right there for ease of access walking to. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to book us a different room. And I did.
Immediately changed your mind.
We're staying at Sapphire Falls, which is one of the signature hotels.
All right.
Yeah, but
you're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so
compare this to a Disney resort.
Yeah, I was about to. It is.
It's not Key West, is it?
No, I mean, it's a value resort. So it would be like the All-Stars. Because the All-Stars are the ones that get all the school groups.
Yeah.
So I would say closest to All-Star, but the clientele's a little better at All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never ran into people smoking weed at an All-Star. There's not been like a smoker's alley, huddled outside of every building,
What would you rate it? Give me a 1 to 10.
Okay, here's the thing. If I had to rate it just based on the theme, the staff, the room quality, that stuff, I would honestly do like, a 6 or 7 out of 10. But if you consider like about how big of a resort it is and how crowded it gets, especially with all the school groups and stuff, it's, I'd say it's more like a 3 out of 10.
Whoa, you dropped a lot.
I cannot tell. There were so many people and just so loud, so crowded. And, my friend Lily said, she's like, this is like a resort that is either going to be big families or it's going to be adults without kids who are just wanting to maximize park time and ones that want to maximize party time. Like people that are clearly drunk, and being very loud in the hallways at night.
They just want to party.
Yeah.
It's a party resort. So this is the party resort.
Maybe.
Woo, spring break.
Yeah. So again, I was disappointed because I was so looking forward to this resort. Like I said, I fell in love with it when I came last time, and
You fell out of love with it this time.
I did. And I was thinking too, I was like, man, my dad would actually like really love this resort too with the 60s theme, but
Any final thoughts on this?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
Because like, I mean,
It sounds like a mixed bag.
it is a mixed bag. And, it might just be the time of year that we went to, because I'm trying to think of the reason why. It's not spring break. It's not summer break yet. It's not winter.
You were there during the
break.
weekend also. Like,
Yeah,
only.
I was. I was there Saturday and Sunday nights only. So that could make like a huge difference too.
Yeah. Like everyone's taking a weekend trip and they're like, let's just stay at the cheapest hotel there is there.
Yes, and it is the cheapest hotel that there is.
So it's probably slammed if like someone's like, I'm coming in Friday, leaving Sunday, and I don't want to spend money. And that's what they'll go.
And I mean, honestly, when we were younger and we didn't have kids and like
we'd be there all the time.
Yeah, that would definitely be like when we stay in or one of the other two. Although I think we would probably do one of the other two, like Dockside or Summerside, because we don't care about the pool. That one has a little more
chill.
Yeah. So a little less family, a little more.
A little more
chill.
rock and roll.
Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely fits the needs of a lot of people, which is beyond property. You still get
like
those.
Some of those things are like, if I'm going to the parks most of the time, I'm like, as long as I have a bed and a bathroom, I don't care.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Which is what.
I'm not as bougie as you, so I don't really care. Like, I would be fine staying at All-Star. I think All-Stars got a lot nicer.
Oh, I love All-Star.
But if there is like a group of like schools and stuff going through,
it is obnoxious.
It is like, it's so many people.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so loud all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just give me Port Orleans.
Yeah.
It's so quiet there.
So, and okay, so here's the other thing too. Before this trip, the only other Universal resort I stayed at was Stella Nova, which was brand spanking new, and I stayed there. It wasn't even a month old, and that's also like a level up resort. And Epic was not opened when I stayed there, so it wasn't even at full capacity.
Yeah.
Because people aren't going to go stay that far away from the other two main parks, when Epic's not even open.
Yeah.
But I do think it is a beautiful resort. It's definitely worth visiting, and at least seeing all the cool stuff that they have there. Like there's a bowling alley on the second level of the resort that you have to like make reservations for. It gets booked up very quickly. It also has like the largest gym on property, and it's like a big deal gym for some guy. I don't know.
Who?
Like some like weight strength trainer from like the 60s who was like a big deal Jack something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's like the gym's named after him, and it has like a lot of his memorabilia and stuff in it, and it's like really big, and it is like actually a really cool gym.
All right.
I just
it's just not for you.
Also, as we know, like my mood is greatly affected by the weather.
It's true.
And it was very cloudy.
The hell? What does that mean?
I don't know.
With
I
chance
think
of meatballs. You're like, it's cloudy. I don't know.
I'm not feeling it.
It was cloudy, and just I missed my reservation. Everything just was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, again, it's not a bad resort.
It must be slightly clouded by your travel woes too. So
I think it was slightly clouded by travel woes. And then the first experience I have at this resort after I check in is just reeking of weed around me,
just recreational drug use everywhere.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
What
What are your final thoughts?
I don't have any. I wasn't there.
What's your opinion now that I've described it?
Sounds like I'll be fine wherever I go. When you're at Disney, you're there. When you're at Universal, it sounds like you still have the outside world peeking in.
You do at this one at least. I don't think you do at the four that are connected to City Walk, but
It's one of the things about Disney World when you're there. Like when you're on property, You don't see any other part of Florida. You're just like,
Yeah.
unless you take a wrong turn and get on the I-4 or
Which
something
we
like that.
do every
Which
time.
we always mess. We haven't done that in a while, actually. I think we've been pretty good. But like, if you don't have to take a wrong turn out there, or like all of a sudden you see a bunch of Alvin's like beach shops, you're like, I'm good. I'm like, I don't have to see the outside world. Because it's nice to like not see all that. Because it's a lot cleaner. It's a controlled environment. You don't see sirens everywhere and stuff like that. So
Yes.
if you see someone that's getting pulled over, they must have done something really wrong on Disney property. Because it's like very rare that I've seen anyone get in
I
trouble.
think it's probably just speeding.
Yeah.
Like super speeding.
Super speeding. They're like, but I got a fast pass. And they're like, all right. Next time I'll box your ears in.
What?
You know, Officer O'Malley pulls you over.
Yep. So, rocky start to the trip. We'll see where it goes.
Going to talk about some epic. Going to talk about this other hotel. Going to talk about Volcano Bay Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Nights.
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 Don't tell you where you can find us.
You can find us online at backlottours.com, on Instagram at backlottours. You can stream us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Vlogs coming soon.
Vlogs.
Yeah, and I'll be sure to share a room tour on Instagram of this.
And the rooms look nice.
Yeah, like I said, the room was great. The amenities were great. The staff was absolutely wonderful. It just
wasn't for you.
Yeah. They did send me a survey after.
You're like, don't let people smoke weed in the hallways.
I did mention that, but I specifically talked about Catherine and how wonderful she was, and they emailed me back this morning to be like, I think you were going to be sure to pass the message along, and give the compliments, yada yada yada. So always, I will say, if they had not reached out to me directly for like the survey, I would have contacted Lowe's, who owns and manages the resorts, and Universal directly. So if you have a great team member that just really makes your day, be sure to leave them a compliment.
It goes for Disney too.
Yeah. It's easier at Disney because on the app, they have a part where you can do cast compliment. You can't really go into details on it, which kind of sucks, but you can just give the general information. Universal, you'd actually need to like contact guest services either via email or something, or Lowe's via email, and actually, give them a rundown. So
give me those rundowns.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you'd like to plan your own vacation to Universal, I would absolutely love to help you with that. You can reach out to me, Janna, at castleboundtravelco.com, or on Instagram, castlebound_Janna.
Take us on, Beans.
There's a great big pretty okay tomorrow.
It's shining at the end of every day.
Yeah.